Hi guys, welcome. Always think up, always think up. Living up life, you know what we do around here. So today I brought my friend, he's wonderful, Vaughn Carter. He is the man, the owner of the Carter Collection. Welcome, Vaughn.
Welcome to you. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So we are interviewing people that inspire me.
Okay.
So I thought of you.
Well, that's wonderful. Good.
I ran into Vaughn whenever I was in the doo-doo, and it was pretty fun because he reminded me who I was, and he didn't even know that girl. So I am practicing motivational interviewing, and I decided to make him my first guy. So this is motivational interviewing is to help people figure out their own answers. So, you know, as who you are and the people that you run into and how I ran into you, I'm sure that you meet a lot of people that might be in the doo-doo or might be in a place in their lives where they're unsure of how they got there or maybe how to get out of there.
Yes.
They're feeling like who they are doesn't match where they are. So this is a really neat thing, even maybe for you to use eventually, to kind of make them come all the way around and find their own answer to that.
I can understand.
So I got about 7 questions.
Okay.
There might end up being more. And I just want to ask you, so as a fellow creator,
Yes.
how long, when you look back, how long have you been doing this?
Truly, when I look back, I think I've been doing it ever since I truly knew who I was. Of course, you know, it's inside, so you're looking at it as a typical everyday situation, but it's you, you know. But you sort of learn who you are by trying to communicate with all these people out here and finding out I'm not like these people, you know. So I've been like that forever. I don't even know a time when I was normal or what they would call normal.
I get it.
You know what I mean? So
I overstand that, guys.
forever.
Okay, so, you know, being a creator, I know myself, I feel like I've had it forever too, so I totally get what you're saying. There was a time where I didn't think that way, I wasn't on that vibration, and then, you know, now looking back, I'm thinking of times where I did this stuff when I was a child,
Yes.
small child. So do you ever feel any resistance in this lifestyle? So when you're out here and you're in regular, we live in a very similar area. I was always running from this area because I was getting so much resistance. So do you ever feel that?
I feel it almost daily. Some kind of you're crazy. Some kind of I really can't touch what you're trying to bring to me. Which we call the awaken. We kind of reversed psychology to deal. The people who truly we call the unawakened, now we call them the awakened.
I like that.
Well, it's just one of them things. If we talk about them sort of in awakened mode, then guess what'll happen? It'll manifest just like anything else, and they will become more awakened instead of keeping them where they are by putting them in a category that looks like they're not awakened. So, you know, I deal with that.
I love that.
So it's a really cool thing to do. Just looking at them differently. But I get resistance from everybody. I mean, from my mother to my daughter, to my ex-wife, my son. Sometimes he lives the lifestyle somewhat, and he still gives me resistance. So. No.
And what do you say when you're feeling that, when you're in that moment and you're getting this resistance of, you know, just throw some things off that I've had, you're crazy, that's not reality, the world is mean and the world is hard, and what are you doing? What do you think? Everything's magic?
Yeah.
So what do you say to somebody who comes up and they're saying that? Because it's never really like, oh, I don't believe you, I'm out of here. It's always like a...
yeah, they're almost fighting.
They're almost fighting you.
Yeah, because they're afraid.
Okay, so you think that's a fear in them.
What you are saying resonates in them.
Okay.
And you're the only one telling them. So now they feel like, do I go to this side? Because everybody else is on that side. And then they're like, no, I'm not going to do it. Because it resonates in me, but I think I'm going to have to change to become that. And most people are really not down for change.
Right.
Yeah. Even though they're changing every day.
I like that. Well, that's all right, guys, because now we're going to start calling all that resistance be awakened.
Yeah,
so if you have any
awakened.
resistance in your life, guys, I want you to look at them like my friend Vaughn here just mentioned, because I think that's great. I was thinking about that today and changing my thought process in thinking what you call those people that give you that. You know, I was thinking about my questions to you, thinking, I wonder if he's going to have any questions about my questions. But that's neat. I just wanted to run down things that I run into and talk with somebody like-minded to bring this to people that would be going through this at the same time. So one thing about me that I noticed at a very young age was that my energy was contagious. I didn't learn it in a good way. I learned it in a crappy way. I was in the doo-doo a lot, and I noticed that, like, there might be, like, a whole bunch of really happy people over here, and I'm in the doo-doo, and I didn't realize that's what I was doing then. And I would walk up to them, and all of a sudden, they would all be in the doo-doo. And I might not even have said anything. So do you ever notice that your energy is contagious?
Yeah. Actually, that's what keeps me stable, satisfied, knowing that I am where I'm supposed to be. I call it gods. It just lets you know that we are gods, all of us, even the ones who are the awakened right now. They're gods too. They're just on the wrong side of their godship. Yeah. So pretty much, I say yes to. I'm sorry. We're gonna probably have to edit that.
Your energy is definitely contagious.
Yes, energy is contagious. Yes. Well, it seems like everywhere you go, if you have one person who latches onto you, they usually latch on to 50 other people in the crowd, and then it's like, oh, this, that, and you will get a snowball effect pretty much. But it takes that one person who wants to stand down and say, yeah, I believe I'm a god too.
Do you have any ways that maybe our people that are watching could test this out? This
I would say, yeah. The best thing is, what people don't really understand is the things you think about most often is what manifests into your life. And all the bad times that people have, or the doo-doo, or whatever they're in, it's all because of the thought process that they got going on in their minds. Yeah. They are writing the story, and the story is playing out from the universe. So if you really want to pay attention, think about some of your worst times that you may have encountered, and think about what you were thinking about at that moment. And you will discover that you were the creator of all of that unhappiness. And so that's pretty much the easiest thing. Get them right where they're at right now. Like, okay, we'll say, okay, you're not having a great day. Well, why aren't you having a great day? Have you asked for a great day? Have you looked around and said, wow, that is so beautiful. It's a great day out here. No, you haven't done anything. You haven't put the Nike together and said, just do it. And said, all right, I'm gonna make the day good. Yeah. So all you got to do is go out there and practice it. One day, get up and say, the day's beautiful. And every time something goes on, say how beautiful the day is. And at the end of the day, see where your day went. And it's pretty much going to be beautiful.
I love that advice, guys. You better do it. Email me, tell me how it works. I'll let Vaughn know. So your art is amazing to me.
Thank you.
You know, to take a picture and to have it speak to you, that's a gift. Not everyone can do that. So, you know, whenever you're getting ready to go out here and take your pictures and do your thing, you know, do you speak into that before you do it? Do you have a thing, like a, you know, before we pump ourselves up for a game or something, we get real pumped? Do you do
like
something
a ritual or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do what most creators do. I get a vision board. I get an idea, a theme. I try to think about, you know, what they might be wearing, and then I go look at similar pictures. You know, I go on Flickr. It's a community of photographers. I've been on it for a long time, and I'll just go through pictures, and I'll see things that I like, and then I'll just create a concept from it. Usually, I don't even create it; it just comes. To be honest with you, I mean, there's many times where I got finished taking a picture and I had to look at it and say, "What, did I take that picture?" Because I really don't remember the setup. I don't remember putting the light there. Sometimes it just when you become the I am, it just happens.
I get it. That's how energy work looks
Yeah,
for me. A lot of people say, "How did you do that?" And I'm like, I don't even really know what just happened. I know, I get it. I love it, and you can see that in your art. I was wondering, a lot of the pieces of yours that I looked at, I was like, wonder if he does something like special before this to get, like, do you tell your client anything? Do you?
Yeah, I really try to elevate them. I'm an elevator. Everything in my life is, I'm always talking about elevation. But if you elevate them to the level that you're in, the openness that you're in, most likely they'll play right into it. It'll fall right in, and since you're leading it, they're always down to be followers, because most awakened people are followers anyway. So they'll follow you right into wherever you want to go. And so pretty much, I just try to tell them, dude, you came to take pictures, I came to take pictures. If you bring something to the table and I bring something to the table, we're going to have a great table.
Okay.
But if you don't bring anything to the table, then one of us is working a little too hard.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then we won't get as much out of it. So most people bring it to the table. Me being myself, just talking to folks and saying whatever I say, I mean, sometimes it's ignorant, sometimes it's funny. It just opens them up and makes them, comfortable and ready to shoot, pretty much.
I love it.
It's really fun.
I love it. So do you have any practices that you do with your mind? Do you have any, meditations or special things like that you, like, I call it training my brain?
Yes. When we started first our mastermind, because I got a mastermind group, and when we do our mastermind, it was all about the I ams, saying what you are. I am beautiful. I am creator. I am, and so during the day, if you're sitting at the light, if you're sitting, you're listening to your mama saying something or whatever you're doing, when you could pull your mind to the side, then just go through your I ams pretty much. I ams, they seem to give you the confidence to keep knowing who you are.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, so I do that most of the time.
Do your I ams, guys. I do that often. I do affirmations. So I put post-it notes everywhere, or, write something down and just keep reading it or something. So very similar. I like that.
Yes.
All right. So, you guys all know, I call it being in the doo-doo whenever we're in this area that we just aren't feeling in our lives. So what do you do when you feel like you're in the doo-doo? I mean, we all get there sometimes, and it's very human, normal. A lot of people that I talk to think that I'm not human or normal.
Yes.
They think I don't go in the doo-doo. So I just want to know, when something's going on with Vaughn, when something is just, off kilter, what do you do from that space?
To be honest with you, you probably know indirectly. I contact one of my gods. I'll hit you. I'll hit Jeff. I'll hit Swoo. I'll hit one of my gods. It seems like they are always channeling what I need to hear for that day.
I love it.
You know what I mean? So truly, always reach into another person. I'm a Pisces. I believe everything has to come in twos. The two fish deal. Life elevates very rapidly when you're with twos. So I just use it to contact somebody who I consider to be on my level.
I love it.
Because you don't want to average out to something that, if I'm working to be a 10, I don't want to go ask somebody who's a 4. Well, on my level, a 4 for help. Not saying that they can't help me.
Right.
They can.
Right.
But will it keep me at the 10, or will it just get me to a 7?
Right.
So I go to find my highest elevation friends.
And that, my friends, is vibration. So, when he's labeling these numbers, if I want to be a 10, I'm not going to go to a 4. That doesn't mean that, Shorty's a 6 or whatever. That just means that, he wants to bring that to somebody who is vibing high, so that he can bounce some good stuff. Because if you bring that to someone that's vibing at like a 4, they're going to be like, I don't know, man, let's just quit. So I like that too. Do you ever feel blocked in creating?
That's kind of real cool how you asked that. I guess this is part of the channel again. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
The funniest part is I don't really want to claim it to say I do.
I get it.
But when you become such a vast person, it's not that you can't come up with a concept, you have too many.
Right.
And so I'm never at lack of, I have an overabundance. So I need more of an idea, more of a direction, more of a focus, and more narrow focus, so that I can narrow my focus. Because most of the time I can create anything, you know what I mean? And so if you tell me, oh, I want this, well, I can make it purple, I can make it red, I can actually not even put you in it and still get the, you know. And so there's so many different ways. That's what actually causes my, what people call creative block or something. It's just, I can't hone in.
So when that's happening to you, because I really do get that. So, you know, everyone my whole life has been asking me, you know, what do I want to be? And I would always say I'm creating that. Mm-hmm. What's my job going to be? What doesn't exist yet? So I'm creating that. I have so many things that I love in my work and my trades and all these things. And even for me, there's so much that I don't know how to narrow that down into like just one thing. And just to think of doing that one thing, sometimes I'm like, oh, that might be pretty boring.
Yes.
So what do you do when you feel like that? When you feel, you know, when you're out here creating and you almost have so much creation, how do you navigate your mind through that to like, all right, we're good?
Well, first off, I'm going to be honest with you. We were trained to deal with our emotions all of our life, you know, some kind of way. And first thing is I have to stop the frustration, because I'll get totally frustrated with all the people around me because nobody's helping me narrow my thoughts down. And really it's not their fault or anything, but that's where I'll go sometimes. And pretty much I just need to go to a place where I have a solid understanding of what I'm trying to get to. So I just reach until I get a solid understanding. A lot of times it really upsets the people sometimes because they don't have a solid understanding. So sometimes I'm forcing them to give me answers that they didn't even have, you know, and so they feel uncomfortable, but yet I was feeling uncomfortable. And in the end, we still end up creating what we wanted. It's just...
So you don't feel, do you feel like a bully in that moment? Like kind of like a...
I just feel like I get very assertive. So yeah, I will probably be the bully, but they don't know how to get to it.
Right.
So I figure, well, let me get to it. You know, I want to come to some kind of resolve at the end.
I love it. So what I like to do in my interviews with people that I love what they do is I like to say, you know, who knows who's going to be watching this? I have a lot of viewers. I have a lot of really sweet people.
Famous.
Not yet. We're getting there. We're getting there. Pretty soon I'll have Oprah on my couch.
I'll be here.
But yeah, for sure. I want you to think of everyone, you know, men, women, young, old.
Okay.
I'm covering everyone from Nana to Oprah here and everyone in between.
Okay.
So if you could give everybody one bit of advice in creating, one piece, kind of like a, you know, for maybe a start or like a refresh or like a fire you up or something like that. If you can throw something out there for them that might help them, what would it be?
Well, I would say it comes down to the belief once again. I call myself the ideal wizard.
I love it.
And since I call myself the ideal wizard, life allows me to be that. Okay. But I claim it all the time. So that's sort of, you have to claim your creativity.
I love it.
A lot of people are not, they're sitting there like, oh, I can't do it, or whatever they're saying to themselves, they're not claiming it as a god. They're not saying, hold on, I'm a god. I don't need to be scared of the boogeyman.
Right.
You know, that's all a figment of my imagination anyway. I created that.
Right.
So you have to sit down and be the creator. You have to say, all right, I'm the creator. That's easy. I just gotta sort of, I don't know. I really can't.
So once they decide, so just know that you're the creator, and then once you know that you're there, from that space, create out.
Yes, that's
build
exactly
from
what
that.
I do. Yep.
So just know you're the creator and say that in your self-talk constantly.
Yeah.
And you can just start with you're the creator.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I love it, Vaughn. And where can my friends find you?
Oh, well, I have a website. It's called thecartercollection.com. You can find a lot of my stuff on there. If you are a Facebook person, which most people are Facebook people, I'm under Darrell Carter. That's Derrell Carter. And I don't really do too much Twitter or anything. And thecartercollection.com if you want to hit me up on on my website, or the Carter Collection at yahoo.com if you want to hit me an email. I keep it pretty simple. I'm in your Godship, you don't have to do what everybody's doing. I found me a couple ways for people to get in contact with me, and that's the ones I do.
Exactly. I tell them. I mean, I have a Twitter. I just don't know how to work it. So I might not.
You don't know how to work it?
I might have people on there saying all kind of stuff, but I don't know. I don't use the at sign.
I'm gonna be real. I don't know how it is.
Well, you know, when I tell everybody, when you can't figure it out, ask a 9-year-old. I don't know, because they know everything.
Yes.
Well, thank you for coming on Always
thank
Pick Up. Thank you for getting these creators moving. I think you're most amazing.
Thank you.
And go ahead, shut off the video.
Well, first off, I continue to watch the videos. I love what she's doing. We spoke about this months ago, and she has been pushing it out without anybody's help, which is a wonderful thing, because self-motivation is number one. I just love the transformation that she is making and that she is claiming in her I amness. And, you know, just always elevating to her God. People just got to understand, if you really want to make a complete life, know that you're great now, and continue to just constantly reach for your greatness. She's reaching for her greatness. I'm always reaching for my greatness, and that's why we're linked up now. I just want to thank everybody. I want to thank you for interviewing me. It was a beautiful time. And
we always say one love when we get off here.
Oh, one love? All right.
One love.
One love. Got
Bye. Go ahead, press the button.